Well, it's been about 6 months since I done any kind of fencing, but believe it or not, I'm not done with fencing. I still have our forest to do, but we're not doing that today. Fenced in our 7 acres, and then I fenced in this 1 acre this winter, and now I need to install gates. This is the only area where a neighbor's dog can come in. There's a dog right there. Hey. Now, since I put in the gates, I have not seen any dogs in there. It's been working. Now, when I installed this portion of fence, my measurement was not perfect. So we may be a little wide. Before I start drilling, I like to, if I have the material, set it up kind of like a dry fit, making sure this is what we want. So that's about where I want it, I think. But we missed it by that much. Look at that. Man, these are 2 12-footers. I guess I could have maybe get 2 14-footers and then they'd just be overlapping. But that seems messy to me. All right, we have a couple options here. I think I'm gonna do something differently. I don't think I want to do 2 gates anymore. I think I just want to do 1, maybe 16-foot gate. Because I'm gonna have to drill another post right about here. And then this is 16 feet. Initially, I was thinking I was gonna put a removable post right in the middle and then have 2 latches hanging off of that. Either way, I gotta drill a hole. I guess I don't need a 30-foot wide gate. I mean, what am I gonna bring in here? My mini truck? So let's go take these gates back and let's go pick up a bigger gate. Yeah, 16-foot gate on a 12-foot trailer. Yeah, this should be good. Also, I'm gonna need another post and some 2x6s. And my employee of the month just came back from vacation just so he can drill us a hole. And then you have the hinge that's gonna stick out some. That's probably about as max as it's gonna stick out. And then you have the post. There. Sometimes it's good to have a visual before you actually do the thing. So this is 16 to the end of the gate. So we're gonna go further. We're looking at about 197 inches. Ooh, man, sweating to the oldies over here. Sweating to the oldies. Now, Tractor Supply has the worst posts. They're never straight. So really putting a level on it, it's not gonna work anyways. You really kind of have to eyeball it. And I'm pretty good at eyeballing. Yeah, everything takes twice as long than expected. I went to Lowe's twice yesterday and I went to Lowe's again today. So we're gonna use some scraps. We got a couple bricks, 2x4, and we gotta raise it up a little bit. This is the gate. The gates usually come with this hinge to screw on hinge. You just screw it in, which this works. But these are more heavy duty and a little bit easier to adjust the gate if it needs to go in or out. And that's why I needed to go to Lowe's as many times as I did, because I thought I had a 3/4 inch drill bit, but I don't. Well, I have one now. course, I had to do this at the hottest week. Put up gates. It's like 90 today. Yeah, I hope this fits. I think maybe I should have done a little bit longer bolt, but should be okay. If you need to, you could just adjust the bolts here as needed, and then this will move this in and out. And then we need to be pointing this down. Hello, man. Jeez, that thing just cut off. It just cut in half. It's cheap thing, dude. Yeah, let's check our bag of goodies over here. Bag of goodies. All my fencing supplies. I think I might have extra. Alright, I think we found it. Hopefully this will work. Alright, I need some reinforcements. Lorraine's out here helping. I need her to hold that in and then kind of lift it up so we could pop this in.
This high?
Yep, can you go more?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and shut it. Let's see. It's not dragging.
Nope.
Ooh.
Might be. Is it too tall for a dog? Might be too tall for him.
Well, we could always still adjust it right here. What's great about these hinges, you could unscrew this, you could just lift this up a little bit and brings it down, and then bring this up a little bit, like all of it, and then drop it just a tad, like a, I don't know, inch. There's a hump there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a hump. Yeah, I think it might be all right though. I adjusted the top there for a minute, and then it dropped this end down a little bit.
I don't know, it's hard to say.
I don't think we've had dogs that were, we had lazy dogs come on the property.
Yeah, and there have been big dogs, so I don't think they could get underneath there.
Well,
they've been big dogs.
I mean, if any kind of animal wants to get in here, they will. Yeah. They can hop over this fence. Yeah. You know, they'll find ways if they really, really want to.
But hopefully they'll just see this as a barrier, like a mental barrier, like, oh well.
We still have to install the gate latch, but first we need to enclose this part. Because I'm a little bit over, because I'm going to put another 2x6 here. Alright, so I need a piece of fencing. Let's see if we got it here. I got this one. This is the woven wire, piece of the woven wire. It's tall enough, I just don't know if it's long enough. I just hate to go buy a piece for just this little piece. Yeah, I think we're gonna have enough here. I'm not stretching this like I normally would, so if you don't have a helper, you just stick a 2x4 in there and you just stretch it. A little hip action. And then I'm going to do my best to kind of wrap it around the pole so that way there's no sharp edges sticking out that way. It's hotter than Zeke's butt cheeks over here. For the latch, I'm going to use one of these. I've been using these latches. I really like them. They're just easy to work with. But you kind of have to be perfect. Let's just see how perfect I am. So that's going there. Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't know. No. Now we could adjust these hinges here, but that's about as far as it goes. Look at that, I have no more excess. I bought a too shorty one. I could go buy a longer one. No, please, don't make me go back there. Let's put this on first, and then we'll figure it out here. So let's see what we got here. We just need to bump that latch maybe 1.5 inches. So that's just enough for a 2x4. Let's see. Southerland Lumberyard. It looks like we're gonna have to add a piece to fill in that little bit of gap. Did not really want to do this. I just don't like the way it looks, but what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? You gotta pick your battles. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Moment of truth. Let's see. Yeah, perfect, perfect. We could open it both ways. Man, I was off by 1.5 inches. It dragged some on that end, but we're good on this end. It barely skims the top of that hump. And it opens all the way wide. And then this post right here was our existing old fence. So, but that works out too, because then it holds it. Yeah, look at that. Plenty of space for my mini truck to drive through. All right, now I could officially say that we are fenced in. 7 acres. This is about 1 acre here. So yeah, guys. Man, so satisfying to build your own fence. Here I just continued it along. This is the woven wire stuff extra that I had. This is the welded wire. This is cheaper stuff, not as good as this stuff. And then when a dog comes around, a little bit of peace of mind. Maybe we could start running animals on this section also. which we have avoided that section because that's where the dogs usually will come in. But now we're fenced in. I feel like I jumped in a pool. It's like a sauna out here. I totally see a automatic coop door, not a coop door, but an automatic gate, open and shut. I totally see me installing one of those one of these days.